Been trying to get this Jetboat sorted for ages. PLA has been cracking, so I've siliconed everywhere trying to fix leaks. Water's been getting in here. I actually spaced the controllers off the hull. Flex taped over the bolt heads. Alright, the controls were absolutely soaked. I blew them out with air, mucked around for an hour, got really depressed, and now they're back working. I can't believe it. That's just great. But no, definitely I need to have the cover before I even try and do this, because water can just splash in and that's it. She's all over. We've still got water leaking through different spots. There's tiny cracks in the PLA everywhere. So what I'm going to do is drop a couple of sponges in here. They can soak the little bits of water that are coming through. I can't resist trying it again. Just on that little tiny test, we've got heaps of water already. So there's not going to be any river riding today, eh Mia?
No, that's with 2 sponges.
I've stripped the motors and everything out of this now. It's going to flip it over, get the flex tape off and pull these jet units out. Built this sweet little Jetboat trailer, and it's also good to work on the boat on too, so we can carry it over to the stream, which is a bit of a way away. Alright, I've printed 2 more of these intakes here, and I'm just here with my dad and he's going to show me how to fiberglass them. So we've got these sanded up now, ready to put the fiberglass on. This print actually had a power cut halfway through, that's what that line is, and I managed to get it to restart, so it would be really weak there. I'm glad we're fiberglassing it. So what's that for, Dad?
Oh, it just drains the resin out of the
groove.
Out of the groove.
Yeah. So while those are drying, I want to start making the Perspex lid for this pattern and cut the Perspex out. ESC's raised above the floor now. Hopefully air flows around them and it's enough, because there's fans on the motors here. Ready to put these in, but this time I'm only going to put 1 bolt at the front and 2 at the back, and the silicon's going to do most of the holding. I've put them in. I haven't videoed it though because it was pretty stressful putting them in there. And I think this is the way to go. 1 bolt at the front, 2 at the back, and I've actually got the whole thing just sitting up just perfect, so it lines up nice this time, so there's no load on anything. I think it should work a lot better. Hopefully it's sealed. Silicon heaps underneath here too. Just got to take these out before they get siliconed in forever. Alright, let's let that dry. Okay, so that's how the lid's going to go. Got the controllers bolted in, the motor's bolted in. But I've got to cut a hole for the wires to go through and seal it somehow. So I've lost one of these seals and I have to order the new ones from China. It's going to take ages to get here. So I'm going to try and run 2 of these bearings in one side with grease in between. Hopefully that'll seal it up enough for a test drive. Okay, I've got it wired up pretty decently. Just got the charger going now, it's just charged up. Test her in the pool again before I take it out into the river. I can't see any leaks so far. Why do they put these here? Stop the jet boats. Alright, I checked out a few rivers around, but they're all pretty flooded because of the cyclone we've been having. This tiny little creek is way out, so we'll test it in here, but it's in the middle of town. Only one's going. There we go, two. It's working, it's just a bit slow. Something has gone wrong. See, this is a jet boat problem here. Those weeds. Oh, it's flax, which is like the worst thing possible to get caught up in. Yeah, the wires are a bit warm. You can't really tell what's going on in there, but nothing's melted. But the motors aren't very loaded. It's even fun at that speed. We probably need to go two-stage for the impellers because, oh man, this sparks when you can do it. Because it's just not getting enough drive. The motors are hardly loaded, which is a good thing for heat. But I would like to get on the plane, like it's just on the edge of planing. Battery's a little bit warm, but I think it's handling it okay. But steer's awesome. Almost don't even need reverse. You can imagine if it had more power, it would just go straight down the rapids, eh? Yeah. And it would be nice to have plastic on the bottom. Grass. More grass. This impeller's actually shot forward. I probably haven't tightened the coupling up enough. Glad I put the controllers off the bottom like most people suggested. This is the problem with jet units. Do not like weeds. Impellers seem to be taking it fine. Okay, anybody out there with like RC experience, give me some hints as what I can do. Another thing, is it possible to make the motor spin backwards? Say like I can flick a switch, they can spin backwards and maybe unwind all of the stuff that's tangled up in the impellers. So I know for more speed I can do a 2-stage pump, which is basically putting 2 impellers on. This is just to show you. This one's way more aggressive than the first one, so the water speeds up heaps more. I would just have to print a longer outlet, or you can even have more stator fins between, so it corrects the flow better. Another thing you could do is get more RPM. I don't know if you could change the controllers somehow to get more RPM out of the motor. That would also make you go faster too, because they don't sound like they're really struggling very hard. Everything else works great. The steering's good. It's a bit rough when you hit rocks, so it would be nice to have some plastic underneath. I'll end up putting heaps of dents in it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next one.